Hello, my dear students of class 5. How are you all? Hope you all are fine. I'm also good here. Hope you all watching and understand my video. And today, through this video, I'm going to explain your EVS chapter 6. So, the name of the chapter is Every Drop Counts. So, through this chapter, we can know that the value of water and even a single drops of water. So some places in our country have to live a lot of problem. They have a lot of problem. So they did not get enough water. As we all know that our earth is mostly covered with water, but there is only one one part of land and three parts of water, but all this water is not suitable to use. We can only use 3% of it for drinking, and the remaining portion of the water is useless. We can't use that water, it's salty. That's why we can't use that water. Anyways, let's start our chapter. So long ago, so this picture which is shown in your book is the picture of Ghat Sisar. Sar means a lake. So King Ghatsi of Jaisalmer got it made 650 years ago with the help of the people, with the help of the villagers. So King Ghatsi made this lake, that's why it's called Ghat Sisar. So all the lake there are ghats with steps leading to the water. There is decorated verandas, large halls, rooms and many other things is made at there. So people came there to celebrate festivals and for programs of music and dance, etc. So sometime children came to study in the school of the ghats. So the talab belonged to everyone and everyone took care to keep it clean. When rain falls, the water collected in this lake and spread over many miles. It was made in such a special way. When the lake was full, then the extra water flowed into another lake at the lower level. And when that too filled up, then the water flowed into another lake. So in this way all the 9 lakes filled up. So there is 9 lakes. In this way all the 9 lakes filled up. That rainwater could be used throughout the years in that areas peoples. So in nowadays Ghatsa is no more in use. Many new buildings and colonies have built between those 9 lakes. Now the water does not get collected in that lakes. It just flowed away and in wasted. So next is Through the Eyes of Al Biruni. So let's read about what Al Biruni saw through his eyes and where he came from. So more than 1000 years ago, a traveler came to India named Al-Biruni, and he came from Uzbekistan. And Al-Biruni carefully observed and noted down the details of all that he saw at Ghat Sisar, and he wrote especially about those things that he found very different from his own country. So here is some part of what he wrote about the Ghat Sisar of that time. So he wrote that the people of Ghat Sisar are very skilled at making ponds, and his countrymen would be surprised to see that ponds, and they pick up huge rocks and join them with iron rods to build chabutaras, raised platform, all around the lakes. Between these there are rows of long staircases going up and down. So the step for going up and coming down are separated each other, and also this is less crowding on that step. This is the short notes which Al-Biruni wrote about the poems. So today we can learn a lot about those days in history from the writings of Al-Biruni, and this stamp came out in 1973, 1000 years after his birth. And here is the actual point of the chapter: drop by drop. So beside Jaisalmer, many places in Rajasthan gets very little rainfall. As you all know that Rajasthan is mostly covered with desert, and there is a scarcity of water. So here rains fall only a few days in the entire year. Sometimes not even that much. The river here do not have water all around the year. So the rivers have water only from some months. And yet most of the villages in these areas did not have a shortage of water. People of that area also know every drop of water was precious. So we don't know the value of water because we get enough water for use, but some places has dried most of the year. Lakes and johars were made at there to collected water. Not only human beings, all the living things need water for live. We can't imagine a single day without water. And the people of that area worked together to make step wells, etc. And that area became wet and the soil is fertile. Every house had a system to collect the rainwater. Look at the picture. Look at the right picture. And one woman collected rainwater under the tank and try to pull out the water with the help of buckets. So in this way they stored water and used the water. So we will discuss the remaining parts of this chapter in the next video, and keep watching the video and try to understand your best, and stay home, stay safe, have a good day ahead. Thank you.